Hi, I'm Melissa Masulo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I am your new fitness bestie. We are here on this channel because we're going to be doing stuff together. I'm going to be learning in real time how to be a content creator. I have no idea how to do that. But since I am so passionate about bringing what I've done to you, I figured. So if you see weird content that doesn't make any sense and it's disjointed and it's badly edited and badly lit,
you need to mind your business, okay? Because you don't know the backstory. Peter.
Just be patient with me. I'm trying to figure this out. My goal is not to be a content creator. My goal is to just make content that I can share with you because I think it's important. It changed my life, and so I feel like it could change yours too. Let's get into it. I never used to be a big workout person. I danced my whole entire life, but I was never like big into sports. Incredibly unathletic. Rhythm, A+, catching stuff, not great. In college, I tried to work out because that's what people were doing. But I didn't know what I was doing. I was essentially just getting on the treadmill and kind of hoping for the best. And that didn't really do anything. Around 2015, I started having some health issues. Wound up being diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I wound up having to have my thyroid completely removed. It was a total thyroidectomy. And of course, your thyroid controls so many functions of your body, hormones, temperature, and it obviously, not having one makes controlling your weight very difficult. On top of that, I didn't know I had PCOS, was wind up getting diagnosed with that later on, which adds an additional layer to the challenge. Ever since 2015, my body started to change. I gained weight pretty rapidly. I would say my heaviest was about 300 pounds. I mean, I know I definitely got on the scale and it was 293, and I was probably bigger than that at some point. So I went from being probably 165, 175 pounds to almost 300. I felt like I was trapped in my own body.
It's me, Jessica.
And it's just, I think about that all the time. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was in another person's body. But anyway, I started to work out like a lot of people did during the pandemic. In 2020, I got a Peloton bike and it really kind of took off from there. I got on that bike and I rode it for 60 days straight because I wanted that badge. I'm very motivated by filling things in. I love Peloton. I still use it almost daily. And I went from doing the bike to sort of dabbling with, the little 10-minute arm classes afterwards. And then after that, I was a little bit more interested. I was like, maybe I will do a little bit of weightlifting. And then after that, I joined a Facebook group that was putting together workout calendars for people with the Peloton classes. Shout out to Hardcore on the Floor. Love that program. And so essentially I did that for 2 years where I would I didn't have to think about it. I just put it on. I followed the calendar and I did what I had to do, and I had great success. I would say that in the last year or two I really started prioritizing strength training, and strength training has made such a big difference in my body. To be honest, it had a lot to do with my nutrition and what I was doing when I was working out. Because of my PCOS, I did go on Wegovy for a bit of time, and successful tool. It kind of helped me reset what I was eating. It helped me reset my portions. It gave me an opportunity to sort of focus in on nutrition and what I should be taking in instead of eating as much as I could because I was super hungry.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
A pivotal moment for me though, when I started to see changes in my body. Nothing was really moving until I started lifting really heavy, and so I got certified in group fitness, and I started doing other things to sort of dive in on how that works, why it works, and how other people get it to work for them. So I did a lot of digging, and it seemed like a technique that helps a lot of people is progressive overload. And that's something that I use in my workouts now. And cheap plug, I have an ebook that was just released yesterday that is a 6-week workout program, and it uses progressive overload techniques if you're interested in looking at that. But it really did make a difference in my body, and not only did I see the difference, I felt stronger. Once I started to feel stronger and I started to look different to myself, there was like no stopping me. I was not gonna be missing workouts. I looked forward to it. It made me feel better. It did so much for my mental health. And this is coming from a person who this was not me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. So it's really changed who I am. Those difficulties with my health sort of propelled me into taking better care of myself. Just feeling really empowered by that, and that sort of set me up to really dig into fitness and make it a part of my life. And while it started off in transparently it was a vain effort. I wanted to just look better. In all of that effort though, I'm finding how important it is for my mental health, for just my stability, to ground myself, to have a healthy outlet. It really did a lot more for me than just making me look good. Although I do say I'm very happy with how it's been going, but there is room for more. So I will be there for you, and you will be there working out with me. I hope you come back. I will be back with more content. This channel will have things like tutorials, workouts, tips, tricks. I'll see you guys soon. I hope that's filming because I just did this like twice and it didn't work out. Anyway, losing light. I sincerely don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know what the I'm doing. Truly. This is just what we're doing. I can't figure out this lighting situation to save my life.